pilot informs us that we are flying over Sudan, the country with the largest area in Africa, which could accommodate the better part of Western Europe, is said to be one of the most inaccessible and difficult of the continent's countries. Approaching Nairobi, we are told of the land's beauty. Kenya, they say, fascinates especially with its scenic wealth. The Uhuru Highway leads us to downtown Nairobi. The city has a modern look, but along the bank palaces and classy shops, there's also reality's other face, slums bordering the edge of wealth. A gentle, hilly landscape sprawls outside the city. On the old Limuru Road, we drive past some country estates until a little later, villages with thatched huts and tea plantations set the scene. At the largest circle of latitude, where our planet is divided into the northern and the southern hemisphere, we stop for a minute's silence. In addition to some pedestrians, a racing biker from Nairobi joins us at our first ceremony of crossing the line. At noon, the sun intensity gets unbearable, so we take the diversion down to Lake Bogoria. The lake lies in a scorched, rocky landscape with hot and gush springs along the western shore and the steep, dark face of the Laikipia Plateau in the east. From afar, the first impression was of a cracked, lifeless environment, but now we discern the flocks of flamingos tinting the salt lake pink. We want to stay some time at this beautiful spot and set up camp under giant fig trees. The nature park also houses, among others, groups of wild monkeys. Some baboons have already assembled in the trees, but those beefy apes with long snouts and predatory fangs keep a respectful distance. Mercifully, the snake flickering out of the bushes slips away again almost immediately. An elderly baboon enjoys the early hour in our company. I keep him happy with a biscuit, but that's a mistake. As the ape gets too boisterous, I start gathering big stones. It quickly gets around that there's something to be got here. We resume our journey along the western shore, a lengthy up and down with puny shadows and gorgeous vistas of the Flamingo Lake. The East African Rift Valley is part of one of the Earth's greatest geological miracles. It draws through the highlands of Kenya and is the main branch of the East African Rift System, which once evolved from a rift in the crust. The Rift Valley ground comprises the typical East African savanna, where it is dry and hot for the most part of the year. As we suspected, the ascent gets extremely strenuous, but with increasing altitude, we gain a better overview of the wide valley around the Lake Baringo.